Gordon, we don't have any clarity after the NCAA had a big fancy meeting last week. Thought maybe there would be an announcement on if there's going to be fall sports. And as you said, they punted on the decision. What was your reaction to the NCAA delaying their decision for later down the road?
If you think about it, it really shows that the Power Five football committees have a lot of sway, because right before the Board of Governors meeting on Friday, there was a letter sent to the Board of Governors saying, take your time, think about it more, sit on it. So that's what they did. They literally sat on it. I think a lot of the people who are most involved in this are the ACC commissioner, the SEC commissioner, all these big Power Five commissioners, and they want to have sports. And they knew if the NCAA in July said no Olympic sport championships NCAA style, that's what what I meant to say. If they canceled it in July, it's gonna make the Power Five football conferences look bad if they keep going. So basically, they're trying to not look bad, because I think what's going to happen is I think that's what's going to happen. I think the NCAA is going to move everything from D2, D3, FCS, all Olympic sports. They're all going to be postponed / or canceled. But Power Five is going to be like, well, we don't have to follow that. And it's also, and like, I think they're going to try to move along. I think they'll try to say like, hey, what we're doing is instead of there being 3,000 student athletes, there's now only 700 or whatever. Like, we'll say a school, instead of a school having 300 fall student athletes, they only have 80 fall student athletes. Look at us. We reduced the risk by 66%, right? So that's what they'll try to pitch. But we'll see. That's what I think happened, though. I think it was the football committee people saying, hey, punt until further notice.
It's appropriate. No pun intended there. Or maybe you did intend the pun. I remember a week or so ago, you were kind of wondering aloud how much say the NCAA or control they have over FBS football. And I've done some reading on it. And it does seem like the FBS is a little more autonomous, obviously, than the rest of NCAA sports. And we know they have tremendous financial motivations. I think, or I did see Wisconsin AD Barry Alvarez says if there's no football for Wisconsin, the school is set to lose $100 million or something like that. It's just absolutely nuts. So I think your suspicions are probably accurate that they're still trying to figure out the football thing. And, until they have that all sorted out, they don't want to make an announcement for the other sports. They want to come in with some negative news with some positive news, right? It's like, no Olympic sports in 2020 fall, but we are going to have every Power Five conference, every FBS school competing in football. So when they didn't have the football thing figured out, you have to imagine that they were like, let's just wait, because we're not just going to say, we haven't figured out football, but we do know that every other fall sport is canceled for the fall. Like, that's just all bad news, right?